Anne and Ash.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm like a part of a section.
It's okay.
I said, I'm producing this, sort of producing this film. I mean, I'm part of the production family, so I need to answer this question. And I said, realized I'm not an actor anymore now. So I have to call him up. I'm like, pick up the phone. What's your pant size? And I get so embarrassed doing these things. But yeah, but now what do I do?
You know, you made a statement somewhere that I am no underdog. I am born with a silver spoon in my mouth. But by virtue of your films not living up to the huge expectations that they have come with, you've kind of become the underdog, and with the choices you're making slightly more experimental choices and stuff. You have to prove yourself a lot more than...
I don't know if it's about proving myself. See, my work has been appreciated for whatever I've done in those films. So for me, that's enough. I mean, it would be a bonus, a cherry on the cake if my films also did well. And that was the only thing I was trying to say. I have had, touch wood, a very happy childhood. I didn't necessarily go looking to do a film, and I got a film. And everything that has happened to me has been virtue of luck. And that's what I'm trying to say, that nothing has happened to me with I've worked very hard, but that doesn't mean...
It's not just luck. It's also the fact that you come from a filmy family and your father is no less than Anil Kapoor.
Exactly. So being born to Anil Kapoor is lucky.
So who are you now? Now that you're like 2 films old, have you found your own identity within this industry?
I didn't get my first film because I was Anil Kapoor's daughter. I didn't. I don't think Sanjay Leela Bhansali needs to cast somebody. Every heroine wanted to work with him at that point. They still do.
But it helps to have the younger generation coming in, the next generation.
Yeah, but
so he's not being silly about it. He's casting a Ranbir and he's casting a Sonam Kapoor. You know what I mean?
I know, but at the same time, Koel, it's not necessary. There are other star children they could cast. There are a lot of kids. It's not necessary. I mean, the biggest stars in our country today are not kids who are born in the film family.
Is it hard when you're asked this kind of question?
No, it's not. It's not at all hard because, you know something, I'm proud of being my dad's daughter. I think everybody should be if you've had a happy childhood, if you've been given everything. I think the fun in life is discovering who you are. I think that's what every day should be, and there should be like lots of layers that you're peeling away and peeling away.
You know, talking to you, Sonam, like you're really a bright girl. You're all there, you're thinking on your feet, you're not one of those giggly, frivolous, like you're young, but you're not unintelligent, but yet you have made comments like, I am the young face of L'Oreal, obviously meaning who is the older face of L'Oreal, you know, that Shobha Dey is a 60-plus porn writer.
So 60-something.
60-something porn writer, that I would never imagine tattooing my lover's name on my body. So, I mean, is this you being catty, or is it you just speaking without thinking? Because you are upsetting some people, right?
I am. Who am I upsetting?
You're certainly upsetting Shobha Dey.
But
you're
Shobha Dey also
upsetting Ash. You're certainly upsetting Kareena, Deepika, and whoever else has tattooed their lovers' names on their body.
I'm not. That's my my choice to tattoo whoever I want to tattoo. And it was said in jest. It was never meant to offend anybody. And what I said about Shobha Dey was said in anger and offense, because she had put down 4 other people who had come debuted with me in a way which was not very nice. So it was, and I was surprised by that question. So I just said what I felt, and that was it.
I like this. I hope you don't change. No matter how much flack you get for, you know, speaking your mind, I hope you don't change. We're going for a short break, but come right back to speak to the free-thinking, free-speaking Sonam Kapoor.
On the couch with Koel. On the couch with Koel.
Sonam Kapoor, we're going to play Couch Confession. I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to answer it as honestly as you can.
I'm always honest.
What are your dreams made of?
Dreams are made of popping hearts, chocolates, and feathers.
You're such a girly girl, huh? What are your nightmares made of?
Hypocrisy. I mean, I think it's mostly hypocrisy, lies, and deceit. I think that's really pathetic. Yeah.
What is the most like diva-licious tantrum you've ever thrown?
I don't throw tantrums. I've not been brought up that way.
Okay, what is the most diva-licious thing you've ever done? And don't say you're not a diva because I can see it.
I'm not a diva. I think anybody who's worked with me, I've had the same people working with me for the past 4 years in this industry. I stick to my people and I get along with them. You know what, I'm born and brought up in this industry. It's a profession, it's a job. I do it like a job. I don't think there's anything that is... Diva-dom is very passé.
What is your relationship with fashion?
My relationship with fashion, I think that's the most fulfilling relationship that I've had. I love fashion. I like it because I think it's like art. It is art.
What are you wearing today? From head to toe?
Okay, earrings and bangles and are from Forever 21. Okay, my dress is from Diane von Furstenberg. Shoes are Louis Vuitton, Cartier, and my mom.
And your mom.
And my mom, yeah. I think it's more to do with, I'm a girl who likes dressing up, and to me, like, if somebody shows me like 3 dresses, like if anybody who's interested in art could say, oh, that's a Raza, that's a Ravi Varman, that's an Anjali Lamen, and I could say that's maybe Victor and Rolf, that's Comme des Garçons, and that's a Chanel. I mean, I could do that.
I like that. What was your most humbling moment?
I just recently gone to Sri Lanka for a shoot, and I was in the middle of the sea and I could see everything, and I realized I'm so small in this huge world and this nature and this beauty around me. It's humbling, you know, when you realize you're on top of a mountain and you can see everything around you. You're such a tiny speck
in the whole
universe, and I think that's really humbling. Nature is humbling.
And what is your moment of glory?
I think it's when my brother graduated from high school.
So it wasn't your dad walking the red carpet at the Oscars? If you're going to talk about someone else?
I love my father, but that was an amazing moment, and I was super uber excited to see him. I was awake the whole night and all that. No.
How come you were not your dad's date as well? I mean, of course your mother was, but how come you weren't also?
You know, you're the first person who's asked me that question, and I thank you for it. Because that was his moment, and I didn't want to use that in a very weird way to promote myself. It was.
But it just took it, like, even without promoting, wouldn't it be amazing just to go see George
It would have
Clooney
been. I was so.
As a kid, you know, if you weren't an actress, wouldn't you have gone?
I would have loved to. I would have loved, really, really loved to. But I was also promoting Delhi 6 at that point.
If you were stuck in an elevator for hours with Ranbir, Abhay, and Kunal, what would you do?
What would I do? I know all of them. I'd be like, yo guys, what? Like, I have a conversation. Everybody knows everybody in this industry. They are all around.
But these are all people that you've been supposedly linked with.
I would like tell Ranbir, you know, what do I do, man? Because he usually tells me what to do. But no, Abhay, I'm going to work with. So I met him twice in my life. Kunal I met 3
So there's
times.
no truth in any of these rumors?
No. Can you believe
You're
it?
such a nun, Sonam.
I am not a nun, man. And you know, Kunal is hot. Abhay is really intelligent and he's cute looking. And Ranbir is Ranbir. So, I mean, it's not a discomfort being, you know, linked with these men.
If
but
you end up with Ranbir, I will say I told you so, okay?
No.
Thank you very much for
Thanks.
being an amazing guest, and here's a little couch cushion for you.
Thank you.
You can dress it how you want.
This will be there for me on flights, I guess, so that I don't get...
Yeah, but you can embellish it with your fashion sense.
I think it's quite shiny and red already.